Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to another pregame show with the hockey coach, Guru, coach and chief for the Hockey Nation Live Show. Today, game number 78 for the Montreal Canadiens. 5 to go before the end of the season. Tonight, they host the Philadelphia Flyers. Don't go nowhere. I'm going to tell you what's going happening between the Flyers and the Canadiens. I'm going to give you all the stats, all the information you need to know. Great conversation with Martin St. Louis this morning. I'm going to give you the resume of his press conference. Don't go nowhere. But before we start, of course, don't forget to please to click on the like, subscribe to the show, sharing this video, and finally, tell me some comments. Tell me what you think the prediction of the game between the Flyers and the Montreal Canadiens. Let's dive in and talking about the Montreal Canadiens like we do all the time. We give you all the information you need to know. And the game starts at 7 o'clock tonight in Montreal. We're going to do the live stream and the play-by-play commentary. Please join us at 7 o'clock tonight. Montreal 20-46-11, 2-8-0 the last 10 game, lost the last 6 game straight. 10-24 at home, minus differential now, the first time they reached a 3-digit number 100. Same situation with the Flyers, 2-8-0, lost the last 6 game, 23-41 and 43-11. Last on the division Metropolitan, like the Montreal and the Atlantic, minus 85. They are on the road, 10-35-5. You can see with the number I'm going to give you, they are the same boat. Obviously at the bottom in NHL. The power play, 31-32. Penalty kill, 27-28. Goals for, 30-31. Goals again, 28-32. Shot for, a little bit better, Flyers 17 versus 25. And the face-off, really good for the Flyers, 6-20 for the Montreal Canadiens. The better players, so the leader for the Montreal, 57 points this key with 20 goals. Allen still dominate with 9W, and Petrie is at 22.07. For the Flyers, Atkinson at 50 points, 23 goals with 27 assists. Corey Hart has the most W at 13, and Provorov is at 24.47, the best player on the TOI. The shopping up, you already know what's going on with the number 1, but Carey Price returned between the pipe is going to face to Martin Jones at that moment. The last 5 games, Montreal 0-5-0. Differential of minus 14. The power play 1-13. PK 3-16. The last 5 games, Petrie at 3 points with 3 assists. Poland at 3 goals. Poland also at +1. Strategy tonight, play 60 minutes. A good forechecking on the Flyers. More opportunities to scoring more goals. The player you have to watch for the Flyers. Atkinson, unfortunately, does not play. GVR, Kevin Hayes. We have also Provorov, the defenseman. And finally, Konechny for the Flyers, plus Owen Tapet. The Montreal, the last 10 game, 2-8-0. They have differential of minus 17. And the power play only 2-24. The PK at 9-33. The Frenchy corner, game number 78. Here what's going on with the roster. Harvey Pinard, Glag and Evans are all in for tonight's game. But Biron, Harris, we know they are out. They have a game decision for an extra player. Is it Dauphin? Is it Perrault? That's going to be decided by Martin St. Louis before the game starts. Carey Price return between the pipe for the second game, back-to-back, his third game of the season. The first 2 games, Montreal has 0 goal. The 2 teams, both of them, struggle. Lost the last 6 games straight. That's not good. More for the Flyers guy is not looking good over there. I'm going to talk about them a little bit later. During the press conference, Martin St. Louis talked a lot about different subject I want to share it with you. First of all, he said the communication are really important with the roster change every single game. So it's important to see with Jordan Harris, the Glagu, the Schoenemann, those players need to understand why we take those kind of decisions. And he said that's important, the communication, the relation you have with your own players. Second thing, They ask him about the impact of Stamkos and him when he play, how this can reflect on Montreal roster. So he talked about the story about when he came in the league with the Tampa Bay, and then after that, when Stamkos show up, he said, look, I teach a lot of things to Stamkos, but also he teach me a lot of different things about my shooting. He said the guy was talented already. He showed me a couple of tips, what he helped me to finish strong my career in NHL. That's reflect now with the players like a role like David Savard can play an impact player for Romanov, example. The Gallagher, right, can play a role on the Caulfield, Suzuki. Those kind of veterans, veterans and Montreal Canadiens can play an impact major. And at the end of the day, he said, when you play hockey and you play 15 years and more, you create an impact to others. That's what's the most important thing. You can leave your legacy inside the locker room. They talk also about the fact what's going on with the shooting, with a goal, everything like that. What's going on? He said, no, here we have to do different things. First, finish our opportunities. We don't finish it. So finish it, put the puck in the net. We miss a couple of opportunities, should turn around to have more goal. Second thing, it also create quality shot on the net. Thirdly, it's about rebound, puck retrieval. When the puck is shot, you have a rebound. We have to put that puck in the net. That's finish the opportunities. It's not only shooting and that's it. So generate quality and retrieval puck are three important things for Martin Saint-Louis to make more goals during the game. Also, Montreal Canadiens have a kind of reconciliation, or they recognized the old alumni players Montreal Canadiens last night. You have an opportunity to meet many of those legend players where he was his idol when he was young. The Yvan Cournoyer example. He said, look, it was great to meet them, to talk about their stories, to hear about their story. He said, I was not a guy talking last night. I was a guy listening them. It's just great to see those kind of opportunity you have in your life to make those kind of players make an impact in the stories or the history of the Montreal Canadiens. So I have a really great time. So that's Martin Saint-Louis. They have other press conference here today. Rem Pitlick talked with Jake Evans talk. He said, look, it's all about opportunities for me. Rem Pitlick said, I'm still learning. I know I don't make a lot of points recently, but good. Look, it's everything behind me. I take one day at a time, and every day I'm grateful to be a part of the Montreal Canadiens. And of course, we are right now on evaluation. Hopefully, I can make an impact for the next 5 games to have an opportunity to return with the Montreal Canadiens. That's what I want to play next season. Jake Evans talk about similar about evaluation, but he talk about the fact like he need to create more opportunities and helping his teammate line to have that kind of situation for the Montreal Canadiens. Finally, my prediction tonight, Montreal win by a score 3-2 or 4-2, to be honest with you. Different way tonight, I'm talking about the graphic I do at the end of the show of this video. I'm going to give you now the head-to-head team. Take a time, like you know the drill. Pause the video to read more about the different categories about the graphic, the offense, defense, and finally the play driving. And I want to finish this video with a roster, not Montreal Canadiens. Too many change, and it could be a game decision. I don't want to complicate too much, but I want to talk about the Flyers guy. ONG. Before I talk about this, they have a lot of injuries, honestly, for them. Just give you it's just crazy. And you can see the line. Kevin Hayes, Konechny, Lofton, Cates, Froze, Tippett, Brink, Farabee, Remstick, and Blood, Thompson, and McElwain. Just crazy the player they're missing. I'm talking about Atkinson, Couturier, Ryan Ellis, Ristolainen at the point. It's just amazing how many they are hurt. Carter Hart is also out. Provorov, Sanhead, Connaughton, Zamula, Yandel, and Attar are the defensemen. not great, honestly, for the Flyers. You can see on that graphic the PK, but also I want to talk about the injuries. Plus, I'm just mentioned to you, Samuel Morin and Cam York are two other defensemen. Players are right now on injury list for the Flyers. Just like the Montreal Canadiens, they miss a lot of players. That's the reason why both teams right now struggle at the end of the day. Plus, both teams make a couple of trade deadline. That's not helping them for sure. They lost the CLOUTIER. The Flyers did not look the same Flyers we saw at the beginning of the season, honestly, for the roster. This completes another video for the pregame show Montreal Canadiens, game number 78. But before we leave, we want to remind you, of course, you have greatness inside of you. Had an amazing, great game tonight for the Montreal Canadiens. And before we leave, also, don't forget to click on the likes. Tell me what is your prediction of the game between the Flyers and the Montreal Canadiens.